Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Illegal. These ugly bitches really boosting my ego. It's me, ho.
My name is Zach Nguyen, that is Nguyen. I make fashion illustrations here on YouTube. You can see some of the samples back here, just so you know how good I am.
Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't.
Anyways, today we're going to be redoing some old drawings. These drawings are from
Illiterate!
April 7th, 2024 and April 24th, 2024. Do you want to see? I'll show you them. Busted. These drawings, they sit above my TV, and you already know I'm a slob. I be watching my TV a whole lot, and seeing these above it, it's just ugly. It ruins the vibe. It ruins my day. So I decided we're gonna redo it. We're gonna give myself something more pleasing to look at, and also, most importantly, we're gonna see how much I've improved, which I hope I've improved. If I haven't, that's really depressing. I'll see you later. So we're starting with this moon dress. I actually posted this drawing and a few other old ones on my Pinterest, but I should honestly delete any trace of it. So we're going to discuss my main issues with this art piece. So I feel like a big issue in this is that nothing is really exaggerated. The drawing is really boring. This dress doesn't excite me. This headpiece is really ugly. Her face looks like Kermit the Frog and Shelley Duvall had a crack baby. She has a tiara in her hair, but it looks like jizz. Her breasts look like they go down to her belly button. Her thumbs have been dislocated. Her hair looks like a glob of shit on top of her head. The hem of her dress is lopsided. Some of the headpiece beads are defying gravity. She has a receding hairline. The dress is attempting to look detailed and sculptural, but it looks like wadded up tissue paper with necklaces on top. Her shoes are ugly. She's wearing closed-toed pantyhose like a web-footed duck. And the worst part is, I didn't even come up with this idea. It's straight off of Pinterest.
Ouch.
This is, like, pretty much a direct copy of a dress by Pierre Moss for Paris Haute Couture Week Fall 2021. And that's such a common theme in my early drawings, is that I was not coming up with much of anything. My goal in redrawing this is to show my areas of growth, but also to highlight places where I still need improvement. Just to brainstorm, I'd say my main areas of growth have been details. I think this original drawing is so undetailed compared to my current skill level. There's also a really boring use of texture. There's just one texture all throughout. I try to change the texture with these like draped curtains in the front, but these are so fugly. The bodice is okay. It's just kind of skin tight. There's not any actual structure to this, which is strange when it looks like a corset. There's no visible boning. There's no visible seams. It looks like a slip dress, but I don't think it was meant to be. Another area of growth is drawing people. She has T-Rex arms, upper half that doesn't match the pose of her bottom half, a big head. She kind of looks like the front profile of a duck, and she has no toes. And also her hair is somehow in the giant headpiece thing. I don't think that's very practical. It implies that either her hair is somehow as strong as her hands, or she's just been holding up this headpiece for hours and hours. Now let's get into the actual redrawing. The first item I think is really important to note is that I want to keep the exact same idea, just improved. I want the same silhouette with the same cut, headpiece, pose, and theme. All I want to do is refine my idea to make it more visually pleasing. An immediate thing I did was draw out the skirt. The skirt on the original is so small that you can't understand my idea. I always wanted it to be this huge skirt that looked like she just stole a TV, but I really lacked an idea of how to display that. The headpiece is like the exact same size as the original, the only difference being her head size. I think her head might be a bit too small, but it really exaggerates the headpiece, and I love that. I also decided to change up her hair. I felt the bun was weird, and I just thought it was strange to have hair that would cover up the headpiece. So instead, I had her hair kind of flowing behind and getting fuller as it goes down. For the main skirt, I want to play with textures and layering. I think textures and layering are such an easy way to make more interesting designs. I use this like puffer texture on parts of the skirt as well as the bodice. I wanted it to look more structured and give a backdrop for really clean flowing fabric on the rest of the dress. In the original, there's definitely some thoughts on structured dress design, but nothing really accomplished. I kept the shoulderless sleeves the same, but I draped it differently. This drawing is very flowy and soft, so I wanted to do that with the sleeves. In the original, she has these weird like pigeon wing sleeves, and it really ruins the vibe. I also tried to include the moon motif throughout the drawing. On the headpiece is the phases of the moon. I enjoy how it's like a perfect cycle, and it fits so nice on this circle. I included little moons and stars on the beads and layered banners. I also added some stars into the front of her dress. For colors, I wanted a moon-inspired color scheme: grays, dark grays, blacks, silvers. For the grays, I wanted it to be kind of blue. The original was really light blue, and the sky isn't typically light blue when it's dark out. So, I wanted to make the inner lining of the skirt pitch black with little stars. I find that details always come out when I use gel pen, and that's exactly what happened. All the stars and moons looked so pretty and made so much more sense when they're shiny. I loved all the beading, and here is the finished drawing. It's overall really good and a definite improvement from the last. The only issue is her legs are so long, and the way her hips are cut makes it look like her legs go all the way up to her chest. But other than that, I like it. I think I did really good on mimicking the way that fabric drapes. I like the moon symbolism. I like the stars. I like the color. I like it. That's it. I think it's a good drawing. Overall, I would give this moon drawing an A-. The second design we're redoing is this sun gown. I like this one. It's very like pageantry vibes. The main issue I have with this is there's nothing going on. It looks flat and, most importantly, really, really cheap.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money.
The shading of the dress and gloves make it look really basic. The fan thing is really random too, and the giant star just looks like some stupid starfish. Just by looking at it, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a sea creature or a sun, and that's an issue. I like her hair. It looks really fluid, and it has the most interest in the entire drawing. I like the drama of the bottom of the skirt. It pulls out really nicely and is very exaggerated. So for this redesign, I want to make it cohesive with the last drawing. The moon dress had blacks and silvers, so as a direct contrast, the sundress will be white and gold. I think I kind of had this idea in the original, but the execution is really terrible. I'm keeping the silhouette and the pose the same, but I'm going to be changing a lot of the design. I hate the way that the gold is used in the original drawing. The gloves are gold, and there's a gold belt with gold embellishments on the dress. However, these gold pieces aren't really implemented into the design and makes it look really clunky. I want to instead make the dress really detailed with different embroideries and appliques to make the gold feel natural. This design was giving me like heavy goddess vibe, so I decided to play with that and make the sleeves very ancient Greece. I added these gold cufflets. In the original drawing, she had this gold belt, which is really ugly. So I didn't do that and subbed in the gold cufflets. I put them all over her arms. For the bodice, I enjoyed this puffer texture the original had, but I have a big issue with how it's implemented. In this version, I made the chest area with this puffer texture, then added some around the waist, and finally used it as the bottom of the skirt. The giant trumpet end of the skirt was always the main focus of the original drawing, so I wanted to copy that. With the moon drawing, I included a lot of this puffer material, so including it in this one was needed. For the details of the drawing, I focused on sun motifs and wings. A main focus for me was an angel aesthetic. The headpiece was made to represent that. I have no idea what the swords mean, especially when they're in the head, but I've seen this idea so much and it looks just like a glowing sun, so I did that. For colors, I kept it really simple. One thing that was a main issue to me was how to make parts look gold without looking artificial. I wanted the gold to look expensive. I focused a lot on shading the gold with browns and deeper tones in order to ground the design and expensiveness. I also wanted the white to be slightly off-white. Sometimes with white dresses, they just blend into the background, so altering the color slightly and shading more heavily allowed for some really nice contrast. For the hair, I went like straight black. I love intensely black hair, and this drawing had so many warm tones and light colors that a pitch black with slight warmth looks so beautiful. For embellishments, I used gel pen around the base of the skirt, throughout the details of her dress, and around the headpiece. And here is the finished result. She's a tad too skinny. Her waist and hips are so intensely different that it is absolutely not real. But I love how the original idea of the dress is so present. It's a really nice drawing to just look at, especially the bottom of the skirt. It's kind of trippy. Overall, I give this drawing I'll give this drawing a B+. And here are the finished drawings. These look good. These look good. You can't tell me nothing. Are they way too skinny? Are their bodies too exaggerated? Absolutely. It's very Jack Skellington in drag. I think it's okay, honestly. It's a drawing. It's not like it's a real person. Let's compare. Here's the moon with the moon. This one, I hate that I used white gel pen. You can see it. The reason I don't like white gel pen is because it acts like paint. It doesn't add any dimension. There's no shine to it. It's just like white out. This one, I use silver. So you can see it gives it a lot better look. It looks 10 times better. Honestly, we know that one's an improvement. This would get, I think a D+. No, just a D. This gets a D. And then the next one, the sun. This one's very like goldfish Donald Trump tees. I don't like that. I think that's ugly. Look at this hideous color. That's so ugly. It's like orange juice. I hate orange juice. This new one, it looks a lot better. I mean, just get into it. If you view them from far away enough, they low-key look the exact same. That's kind of scary. But I think that's good. And yeah. So, overall, definitely improvement. Thankfully, I haven't been wasting my time. Now I have something better to look at when I stare at my TV for hours on end. So that's good. That's great. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll love more. You want to see more. If you don't, send me your address. You can also follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, on X. Oh, and on Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest. That's it. Just slamming doors. What the fuck? Okay. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you next Wednesday. That's when I post. Don't watch my old videos. If you want more, just follow me anywhere else. The old videos, they're busted. I look busted. the background's busted, the audio's busted, the editing's busted, everything's busted. Don't even watch those. Just rewatch this one over and over. Thank you.